Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Launa K. I am a Namibian YouTuber based in the Erongo region. On this channel, we are speaking about candid talk, faith, lifestyle vlogs, and many more. Please, if you are here for the very first time, thank you so much for coming by. And if you're an old subscriber, I also appreciate you so much because it is because of you that we are chasing 1,000 subscribers. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. If you're an old subscriber, the moment, keep sharing. And if you are new, please don't go without watching. I was just checking on my channel on the viewers that I have, and I'm having a lot of viewers. I'm going to insert it either here or I think or somewhere here. And I was saying that imagine the viewers that I'm having and the subscribers that I'm having. It does not just go along. Will you please be able to help me, reach a little bit a higher number so that I'm not embarrassed, whenever I look at my subscribers and when I look at my viewers. Honestly, it does not just balance. So otherwise, Shiwambo, they are saying, apparently the person who have given you small, the person has given you life. Yes, thank you so much, but I will appreciate it if you can just do more. Without further ado, this is not why we are here, but I just thought of taking advantage of the opportunity and share this with you. Young ones might not live to know that those words ever existed. So there are not many, but I will see how far I can go. Yeah, so here we go. And I'm going to translate those words from Oshikwanyama to English, or rather English to Oshikwanyama. Please fasten your belts, sit down, take a cup of water, tea, juice, and let's dive into it. For an example, we are going to start with the first word, oneka. Oneka. I will try to write the words down, even though it's going to be a little bit hectic, but especially the short ones. Yeah. Oneka. Oneka. It is O-N-E-K-A. Oneka. Oneka is a word derived from Portuguese language, because I believe back in the days of our foreparents or forefathers, they used to use a holo or a vessel or a cup made out of wood. I will see if I can get both and probably insert it for you. So, and then now when the Portuguese, started coming this side of the southern west of Africa and so on, in Portuguese, I'm not a Portuguese speaking, but help me, in Portuguese, a cup is neka or something, neka or something in that line. So, but then the Kwanyama people, they took it and they use it oneka. What is oneka? Oneka is a copy or a cup. Oneka, ile a copy, is called cup in English. Or rather, cup in Oshikwanyama is called oneka ile a copy. And a copy comes from the Afrikaans word koppie. Geef me die koppie water. And a halasha. A halasha is a glass, coming from the word glas. A halasha comes from the word glas, the Afrikaans word, or rather the Netherlands word, or Danish, Danish, and Moshikwanyama is a halasha. Okay, the back, my back, in the days that we were born, because we have still found the Shikwanyama was still not yet diluted and it was not compromised. So, ombuda, my back, my back was called omongo. Omongo, ile ombuda is my back. So, And as we have kitchens, we have those vessels you put your rice, you put your rice, you put your macaroni and so on. Those ones that are sometimes bigger as 5 liter. And but those days people used to use the clay pots, and the specific clay pot or the specific vessel that you keep your mahango meal, it is called oluyolufila. Oluyolufila is okay. I'll try to see if I can also put that in. And so, or rather a storage of mahangu meal. And pap or rather porridge, it is called oshifimanekwa. So but we just go oshifima. It is actually oshifimanekwa. Ile oshifima, pap, funge de bombo, swallow, maye, inkoko, insima, chivundu, and so on. And yeah, and the onadi is a bed, because those days people used to make bed with thin trumples or thin sticks, and they put it on. So and what they put on that bed, I'll still come with that word. But the bed in the Rilo Shukwanyama is called onadi, because ombete comes from the English word and the Afrikaans word, but the actual word is onadi. Onadi okunangala. Yeah. So, and the blanket is called ombada. Ombada ile ekumbafa. Ombada ile ekumbafa. That is blanket in the English word. So a blanket in Oshikwanyama is called ombada ile ekumbafa. So when somebody is saying that, wow, Lucia is having common sense. Lucia is having common sense. They will say, Lucia okuna endunge du dalerwamo. Lucia okuna endunge du dalerwamo ile Lucia okwahungila. That is common sense. Endunge du dalerwamo ile ahungila. Endunge du dalerwamo ile ahungila. So a young lady, guys, I'm telling you what I grew up hearing. So I'm about to turn 50, so a little bit I've been a bit around. A young lady in the undiluted Oshikwanyama is called Okalika Jonah. A young lady, is called Okalika Jonah. Okalika Jonah. An appointment. Oh, Victoria, I want to make an appointment with you. I will go like this. Victoria, ondara kuninga oshile inave. Victoria, ondara kuninga oshile. So an appointment is called oshilei. Okay. So if you are the main wife, in the case of polygamist relationship, or rather just the wife, especially in the polygamy setup, you are called, if you are the main wife, you are called wokelombe. Wokelombe. A main wife is called wokelombe. And if the person is lazy, you'll be like, oh my goodness. Oh, Jose, you are so lazy. The Mukwanyama will say, no, ontalala menyala. Especially if they want to gossip you and they don't want you to hear, they'll be like, oh no, ontalala menyala. They will not really come off too much as saying, oh, non de de. They will say, oh no, ontalala menyala koume. And yeah, so if the person does not have common sense, if you don't have common sense, this is how they will talk and say, no, okuna endunge dihupi, dafa omshila washikombo. Endunge dihupi, dafa omshila washikombo. It means you don't reason and you don't have common sense. So apparently your knowledge is as short as the tail of a goat. Wow! If you are well raised up, if you are well raised up or well brought up, this is how they will say to you. Or if you are not well raised up, as I said it before, if you are not well raised up, they will say, oh, inahungila. Oh, inahungila. That one is not well brought up. Okay. If you are not a legitimate child, if your mother is not married to your father, and you go to your father's house, or your father passed away, or there is just something that will involve his children, the family or whoever or the executor will come and say, where are where are the legitimate children? So if you are not a legitimate child, meaning if you are not born in the marriage of those people or that couple, or I mean, if you are not part of those kids that are born in within marriage, what is the word? If you are not born in, if you are born outside of wedlock, this is how you are called in Oshiwambo. O nonavo ponje. Ove okana ko ponje. Ngengi no dari wa mohombo. Ove okana ko ponje. So, a girlfriend. If you are a girlfriend of Thomas, Moshiwambo takutiwa ove ohonda ya Tomasa. If you are Thomas' girlfriend, they will say ove ohonda ya Tomasa. Wow. Wow. Yes, and back in the days, they used to put a mahangu in the bun, and there's only one particular person, whether mommy or grandmother or daddy, who is allowed to go and open that bun on a particular time, and they take out the mahangu, or it's only mommy who can give you how many omavanda according to the relish and those kind of stuff. So that person, for us in English, this person, probably you can say the person in charge, the distributor. We are speaking of in terms of a house family setup. The distributor or somebody in charge of distributing the food and so on. This person is called omumatuli. Omumatuli wokanda. Omumatuli wokanda. Omumatuli woshvelerwa. Olitaka matula kokanda. Okay. So, in Oshivambo setup, our houses, most of them, now they are getting modernized, but most of them have got spaces between each other where a chicken can pass or a cat can pass, a smaller animal can pass. So that space is called omalungushu. That space is called omalungushu. Pitapo malungushu opoan. Or maybe a space, that is not bigger. It's called omalungushu. Okay. What is, in English, we call it passage or corridor. In the house, passage or corridor. In the Oshikwanyama setup homesteads, there's also corridors. So maybe there's a corridor in a shop, corridor in your house. In Oshikwanyama, corridor is called omukala. Shoes in Oshikwanyama is called oilyateko. Shoes is called oilyateko. The church is called komambo. Ile kongulu yomwene. Okongerki, I think these are words taken from the European languages, or rather from Afrikaans, or I don't know from where originally, but keumbolo mwene, ile kongulu yo mwene. Ile itueni komambo one. Let's go to church. Okay, kindergarten or creche. I'm taking my child to the kindergarten or to the creche. So you will say, ohaitaloka kange koshikunino. Kindergarten or creche is called oshikunino. Ile en ungelohano, but let me say what I know. Oshikunino. And then if you said sharing with you, I'm not an expert, but I'm sharing with you what I know. And my grandchildren must come to my channel one day and they will learn from this, and even yours will learn from here. So yeah. Okay, so there is this word, there's this song, you are the Alpha. You are the Alpha and Omega. We worship you, my Lord. You are worthy to be praised. So in Oshivambo, they go like, Mwenove wotete, no mahuninwa, hatukuinyonga mene, wawano kupandulwa. Ilo ilongele fimano. Yeah. So Lord, the Lord deserve our worship. Omwene okwelilongela efimano. Omwene elilongela efimano. Ombwiti. Like myself, I'm not Ombwiti because I was born in Oshimba and I grew up in Oshimba. Ombwiti, it's you that grew up in the north and now, like you came maybe in your 20s and so on, over Ombwiti. So Ombwiti is a town dweller, somebody who have stayed long in the urban area from the rural area. Is called Ombwiti Yakambwitika. So, and Ondakwatwa, I'm Ondakwata. Ondakwatwa is a slang word that is a mixture. No slang word that came from Oshiro saying, I'm in Bakwatira me hint, I'm in Bakwatira mo aranditha, Bakwatira mo mont. And you want that in there, no Ondakwata. So Ondakwata, it means Odalele, or rather somebody who is born from a place that her parents are not originated or something in that line. Guys, the English is not, yeah. So, what is this one again? My auntie. Yes, okay. How do you call your mom's sister? How do you call your mother's sister? Your mother's sister in English is auntie, right? But in Oshivambo, she is not your auntie. She is actually your deputy mother. She's considered your deputy mother, or you're a co-mother with your mother. And in Oshivambo, we are saying, O meme mumaina wa meme. Meme o mwaina wa meme. O meme mumaina wa meme. And in English, if somebody asks you, how are you related to this person? And you are going to say, she is my cousin. Our mothers are sisters. She is my cousin. Our mothers are sisters. But in Oshivambo, you are saying, Omwameme otuli ovana ve didi. She ovana ve didi. Ovana, not to be like, oh meme vetune, oh mekura ashe ovana ve didi. Meaning is your cousin, a child of your auntie who is your mother's sister. Okay. Whether it's cousins in Oshivambo, as we just, yeah. Okay, we'll finish now, guys. Relish. Might it be your fish, your chicken, anything that you eat with your pap, your rice, and so on, is called relish, right? In Oshivambo, it's called oshivelelwa. So, somebody who is just laughing with you, but they don't mean what they are saying. This is what a Kwanyama would say. Otayo leleketayo. Otayo leleketayo. Ile okunoshimbwenga. Ile ineritulamo. That person is just pretending, laughing, but they are not laughing. When you are pregnant or expecting, in Oshikwanyama, they will say, okwelumbata. Okwelumbata ile okulimetelelo. Okwelumbata ile okulimetelelo, meaning she is expecting or she is pregnant. Okay. Consequence. What is the word consequence in Oshikwanyama? Consequence in Oshikwanyama is oshilanduli. Oshilanduli. In those days, there was no panties or underwears, and that was called oilambidwa. Oilambidwa. Underwear was called oshilambidwa. I don't want to say the other word. The other word is too much kwanyamalized, but let me just say it, oshilambidwa. And if somebody says, we are on our way, like a long journey going to Shimba, you say, otuli melila, ile otauka melila. Otuli melila, ile otauka melila. Okay. So let me give you 4 bonuses. Okay, for an example, in Oshivambo, if somebody have passed on, we don't really just say, oh no, kwafsa. You come to a person and say, oh, utangonga jo kwafsa. Back in the days, they would say, Tomasa okwahulifa owenda wae. So which means the person have ended their journey on earth. The person have passed on. Tomasa okwahulifa owenda wae. Tomasa okwahulifa owenda wae. Yeah, and I was watching somebody's content, and there was a lot of questions, but maybe to answer this person in case if they happen to watch this, Shivambo setup, especially there's just some words you just cannot mention, especially if you're having a Christian background and you are well brought up and you grew up in a house where maybe your parents were not insulting too much. We don't just mention the body parts just like that. The body part is called oilyoyolutu. Oilyoyolutu. So oilyoyolutu, body parts. And now is for you to see, to eat that which part oshiloshorutu that you are talking. So you just don't mention things just like that. So yeah, especially Oshivambo people. I was listening on TikTok, guys, a very senior lady, and the way she was talking, she was very vulgar, and I just felt like she will mess up with the upcoming generation, because we must be very much careful, honestly speaking, because otherwise we will end up because what sustained us is the culture in which we grew up. And if we do things in the name of wanting to be open, in the name of, we are going to mess the world, we are going to mess up. The white people are not copying us. They are not imitating us, as much as some of them also do looks like us. But it is us that are busy losing our culture by wanting to do things according to the foreigners. And because if you don't have a culture, you don't know where you are going. If you don't have a culture, because it is your culture that will determine and that will show the person where you are going to, that you are from a home. And the question is, what type of a home will that be? So please, some of the words, just leave them unmentioned. As long as you know it by yourself, it's okay. Because honestly, for me, if I'm to come across somebody that the algorithm will throw and say, and this person is talking some vulgar languages in the name of translating the Oshikonyama stuff, I'll just pass, and only God knows what I'll do. So otherwise, God bless you, God keep you, and I love you so much. I know this video is very long, but yeah, please watch till the end. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Yeah, and Christmas in Oshiwambo is called Edalo Lomkulili. Christmas is Edalo Lomkulili.